Hey everybody, how's it going? Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. This video is I've had a few comments recently saying you're doing it wrong when I'm playing some riffs from some songs that I enjoy playing, basically. And a lot of the time, the songs that I'm enjoying playing, they are, first of all, they're a first take. I don't believe in taking 10 hours to do one take of one riff from a song. They're a first take, and it's so that I can look back on the videos and analyse my own technique and my own playing. I've wanted to make this video for quite a while, but just not knowing how to put it in words, so I just thought, just make it and see how the words come out. Based on when people are saying you're doing it wrong, they're basing their facts based on tabs. Also, I believe, at least. Now, if you actually read tabs and understand them, you'd realise that 90% of tabs are wrong. So a lot of the time, tabs are wrong. They're user submitted. Even when they're ultimate guitar-based tabs, a lot of the time I find their tabs to be completely wrong. And I just use my ear for figuring things out nowadays. It works for me. Now, the point I wanted to put across with this video is that it doesn't matter if you do something wrong, and I keep doing that because the whole wrong thing is completely irrelevant. It took me years to get over this, but like a lot of people can get hung up on the whole, oh, I played this wrong or I played that wrong when I was playing debate. But you've got to remember that 90% of your audience that listening are not instrument players. They don't play an instrument. They don't realise those are the mistakes that you make. And those mistakes that you make, as long as you make them within key, they sound good. They sound like your own accentuation of that piece that you're playing. So if you're playing a song and you're playing a certain note that isn't exactly the right note, but it might be a harmony note of what you're playing, it will still fit within key of what you're playing. So it's not completely relevant that it's not the exact note. Nowadays, when I'm playing, my favourite thing is when I actually make accidental mistakes when I'm playing. Like, it's the favourite part of my playing. I love playing it because I'm like, well, that's an accentuation of my own playing. That mistake was in key and it worked. It might not have been the exact note that this player played, but it worked. If you watch certain players play, they don't play it the exact way. Like, if you watch Iron Maiden play a song, Dave Murray from Iron Maiden, watch videos of him playing the Trooper. It's very, very rare that he ever actually plays the exact solo from the Trooper. Watch Zakk Wylde nowadays when he's filling in for Pantera. You watch him do the solo to Walk by Pantera. He doesn't play the exact solo to Walk by Pantera. He plays a completely different solo, but it works. It's in key. He's putting his own style into that playing. What I'm saying is, like, the mistakes are completely irrelevant within guitar playing. Like, as long as you're aware that those mistakes are in key. If they're completely out of key, then work on that. If the technique isn't quite right, then work on that. But it doesn't matter if you have the odd note here or there that isn't quite right, as long as it fits within the melody and it fits within the key, it doesn't matter so much. I wish more players would take the time to actually train their ears more, as opposed to reading these tabs more, because a lot of the time tabs are inaccurate. And let's say you was learning a certain song, I'm a massive Dream Theater fan. Let's say you was learning a song by Dream Theater. We'll go for Lines in the Sand. I love that solo. Lines in the Sand by Dream Theater. And you play one note wrong, but that one note that you play wrong is in key. Is it wrong? That's completely up to you. The wrong note is completely irrelevant. When are you ever going to play Lines in the Sand by Dream Theater live and get paid for it? Very rarely, unless you're in the band Dream Theater. If that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake. Just think of it as an accentuation of your own playing. The only thing that matters is that you're happy with that note. Luckily, as a professional musician, I understand the whole concept of people saying you're playing it wrong, and I take it as a constructive criticism. And you've got to remember one of two things. Either they get a real big high off saying, oh, you're doing it wrong because you're not doing it exactly by the book, or they're not professional musicians yet, and they're not established, and they've not been trained for long enough yet and well enough that they don't understand that it's absolutely fine to do something by ear and completely in key. Please do me and everybody a favour. Next time you are thinking of saying you're doing it wrong to another guitar player, inspire them instead of making them feel like absolute garbage. Listen to what they're playing. And then what I want you to do is, I want you to put a track on that you've never heard before. And I want you to improvise over the top of it. And I mean completely improvise. Don't write a solo to it. Improvise over the top of it. Send that player a video and then prove that to them that you cannot do it wrong.